And Griffith Unicom, this is 1580 Quebec, radio check, please.
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much. 180. How long ago did you get your twin?
7 years, 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I got a lot more multi than single engine.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to do another 1,000 hours before I get to that point.
Yeah, I got lucky. Good timing with everything. Being at Griffith when I got there.
Right. You pretty much just moved right through your initial training, right into the twins, and then right into instructing and then flying.
Yeah, yeah. So today I'll do an engine cutoff and takeoff.
Alright.
But be prepared, he'll probably do it. If he's crazy, he'll do it like later on in the takeoff roll. I won't do it more than like 3 seconds after you apply full power because it's scary if they don't do it right away.
Right.
I normally wait till 500 feet AGL to give you a throttle cut. But sometimes I'll give you like a half throttle cut right after the gear goes up, so it's not a complete power loss, and you still have somewhat power while you're doing your flows. But so he might be prepared for that. He might do that, but
okay. All right. Okay, before takeoff, seatbelts and solar harnesses check. Parking brake set, radios check set, flight instruments set, engines instruments check, fuel selectors are on. They are on. Flight controls free and correct. Aileron up, aileron up. And you really can't, oh yeah, you can see it if you look really good. You can see our elevator. There we go. Wing flaps check for operation. I practice doing this 10 and 20 and full. Okay, and then all the way up. Alright, wing flaps, okay, trim set for takeoff, trim set for takeoff, throttles to 2200 RPMs. First time we're checking for the governors, the next time we'll be checking that they feather. Okay, so we're coming up, brakes are applied, bringing them up to 22. Alright, coming back, and just that once on those ones, so now we're going to go ahead and bring it back to, we checked the magnetos, oh wait, the 22 we got to do the magnetos as well. Propellers exercise, magnetos will check to get about 175 RPM max drop and then about within 50. So let's do the left engine here with the right mag, left mag. Back to both, we got our drop. I'll do the right engine, right mag, left mag, and back to both. And now we're gonna go ahead and do our carb heat, left engine, and carb heat back on, little drop there, and drop there, and back off. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring these throttles back to 15. We're going to be watching the manifold here, the RPMs, and our oil pressure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cycle them once here. Get a drop in RPM and a rise in manifold pressure. Checking the oil over here. Slight change in the oil pressure. And we'll cycle it one more time. Checking our instrument air as well. And that dipped down and it's in the green, so we're good there. Let's see here. Load meter check, and throttle's idle to 1,000. All right. Auxiliary fuel pumps check. Doors and windows secure. Parking brake release. Engine instruments check. taking the runway, clearance received, approach in, lights on, transponder to alt, and line with runway, and note time of takeoff, normal takeoff, elevator control neutral position, mixture and proper control verify, forward, brake set until full power is obtained, 2700 RPMs, rotate at 71, landing gear up after positive rate is obtained, airspeed 85 for VY. If on the roll and we haven't lifted off yet and we lose an engine, we're going to be powers back. Obviously the props are forward, mixers forward, so just power back.
Just power back.
Power back and maintain directional control. If on takeoff and we've already lifted off and the gear's still down, we have usable runway, we're going to push it down, power back, and maintain directional control and land. If out of usable, we are going to maintain directional control, and then we're going to identify, gear flaps up, gear up, and then verify dead foot, dead engine, and climb out.
Oh, say that again. What are we gonna do?
If out of usable.
Out of usable, we're gonna continue the climb out. What are our steps? We got to know it.
Directional control.
Okay.
Remain directional control first and foremost, and then we'll be flaps up, gear up, identify, verify, mixture forward, props forward.
So that's the first step you do. Always forward, which is sure to be forward in this case, right?
They'll already be all forward.
But just remember, you lose an engine, just go forward on everything. You'll be fine.
Forward, flaps up, gear up, and then we're already pitched, maintaining directional control and pitched for blue line. Okay.
And what do we do after that?
After that, we don't have.
So forward, gear up, flaps up, identify, verify, feather. That's the word you're looking for, is feather.
Right.
I'd never heard that once. You just said identify and then climb out. Identify, verify, and climb out. So make sure you go through all the steps, cover everything, because he's going to want to know that I'm sure you'll do it fine when you climb out, but the way you say it is the important way, because he'll know that you know what you're talking about. Forward, gear up, flaps up, identify, dead foot, dead engine, verify with the throttle, feather. And we're climbing out at blue line.
Then climb out at blue line.
Yep. Well, yeah, the whole time you'll be going towards blue line. But.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, clear on the left, clear on the right. Griffith traffic, this is 1580 Quebec, departing runway 26, Griffith. 85.
Starting to melt off, some of it.
Yeah, it's starting. Well, it's like actually finally a little bit warmer.
About time.
So it's not like horribly cold there. All right, land this runway. That's all check. All the instruments are in the green, and we are ready for takeoff. You good?
Yep.
All right, power's coming in.
Okay.
All right.
Lift off before red line, okay?
Yep.
Never. Don't even let it try to take off before a red line.
You just let it hold right on the ground.
Absolutely never want to be airborne below red line, okay? If you lose an engine right as you rotate and you're below red line, we're gonna roll right over.
All right. Try to get that to not. Okay, forward. Okay, just forward on this one. And then we're gonna identify, this is the dead foot, dead engine, and verify with the throttle. And now we're gonna go ahead and troubleshoot. Troubleshoot's over.
Why would you troubleshoot? I mean, we're so close to the runway.
Okay, you're that close to the runway.
Feather
Just
it.
feather.
Come back. The only time you're ever going to say troubleshoot would be at cruise above 5,000 feet. We're going to troubleshoot it, right?
Okay,
Don't even bother doing anything else.
So just forward, identify, verify, and feather.
Yeah, that's it. And then when you do say troubleshoot, go ahead and say something about it. Don't just go troubleshoot. Okay. I mean, at least go with troubleshoot, fuel selector, carb heat, fuel pumps, magnetos.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but don't even bother troubleshooting unless you're way up at cruise. I wouldn't, at least. Because if you really had an engine failure, you're not gonna sit up there and try to restart. You just come back in. Alright, what do you want to do?
I'm going to do some steep turns, and then after I do that, let's see, might want to do another Vmc demo, maybe a power on stall, power off stall.
Okay.
And then we'll see how that goes, and then if you have some suggestions after that, we can go for that.
Sure. Sounds good.
I'll get up at about 4,000 and clearing turns.
Yep. See if the heat works today.
Yeah, I'll turn the heater on here. Turn to the left here.
Kinky area traffic, Centurion now.
Alright, at 4,000, south heading, and go ahead and roll into the turn. Got a little low on that one.
That's still within standards.
Okay. Then, see. Go ahead and set it up for power. I'll do a power off stall. Okay. Bring that to 15. Up forward. Do you want to go ahead and shut this heater off for this or no?
Yeah, we might as well.
Just in case it goes out on us. And go ahead and bring in 1 degrees of flaps here. And gear down. I'll go ahead and run through my guns check just because it's usually what you'd be doing in a landing thing. So your gas, undercarriage.
What'd you look for at
mixture
gas?
and props. Gas, Right here,
Okay.
on. Full tank's on. And then,
So don't touch the carb
or
and say gas.
fuel pumps.
Make sure you're touching what you're talking about.
Alright. So gas, and the undercarriage, and mixture of props, and switches. All good there. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and put in 20 degrees more flaps.
I'll just put it all in after that.
Full flaps?
We do it with full flaps, yeah.
Full flaps. Okay, and power coming off. And recover, nose down, drops full forward, hit positive rate, 10 degrees, or not positive rate, airspeed's coming alive, at the blue line, flaps off, up, their positive rate of climb here, and gears coming up, and the rest of the flaps coming off. And go ahead and get this back to 25, and drop this back to 25. Alright, now go ahead and set up our power on stall. I'm going to go ahead and bring the manifold pressure back to our 15. Lead off some of the airspeed. Down to 4,000. And looking around here, everything's looking clear still here. Alright. And simulate it to just 20 for full power.
Slow it down first before you do that, because otherwise you're going to be up about 50 degrees of pitch. Or just, if you need to, just pull the power back more. And there's no altitude requirement on this, so if you're high, don't dive it down, then you're going to have to lose that airspeed over again. Just leave where you're at or climb and help you get down.
Alright, going to 20, manifold pressure. Down, pull forward, cover. Fine.
And you don't have to be as aggressive with that pitch, and same with the pitch down, because you're trying to hit VX or VY on the climb out. So if you're going down 20 degrees and you blow right through that VY, you just busted it on that. So if you need to climb out at VX or VY, make sure you do that. We don't go back to that altitude most of the time.
Focus more on the VY than getting it back to in your original.
We never, any of the PTS standards isn't returning back to that airspeed, that altitude, unless he requests it. It's going to be climbing out on the recovery at either VX or VY.
Let me do that one again then.
So you don't have to yank and crank it on it. Just, just nice and gentle, climb out VY at the end.
Alright, bring it in to 20. And just coming up.
That's it. You don't have to go much higher than that. It'll stall. I don't know how he is with the pitching up more than 20 degrees.
Cover. Just
Yeah, that's all you
power
need right there, and then
right
start
there.
to pitch back up.
And back
Easy,
up.
easy. Yeah. Nice and gentle.
Right there. And go ahead and drop set. There.
Oh.
Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and, since we got the heater off and we're doing this, I want to go ahead and do one more of those accelerated stalls. So go ahead and bring it back to 15. Forward, top forward. I'll let it slow down a little bit here. That one we just set manifold to 15, right? In that turn?
Yeah, once we get about to 88.5 or so, we go about 15 and then 45 degrees of bank. Hold till you feel it.
And recover. And it doesn't have to be coming back to the heading and all that stuff.
No. Whatever he specifies, I think it says.
Alright, coming in on our airspeed here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it to 15 and roll into the 45. And I heard the horn. Full power and so that's it then.
That's it.
Okay. Bring that power back there and props coming in. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heater on for a while here. And we can do a VMC demo after warm up for a little bit. How does the autopilot on this thing work?
Turn it on there.
Turn it on here.
Yeah, and then
got that head and bug there.
And you can put it on heading, and then you hear this switch on, and it'll fly whatever heading, and then you just have to trim it yourself to.
Okay, so it's just a heading bug. It doesn't do it doesn't have altitude hold or anything like that.
Yeah, you can follow the nav too. If you go to nav, it'll follow whatever's on the nav.
Okay.
But altitude is all just a single axis autopilot. So.
Okay. So it works for that. Okay. Autopilot off. Alright. And it does have electric trim if you turn it on then?
Yeah, and then with that you got to really push it down and then
forward.
Move it.
Okay, so down and forward to
or back. Yeah, you just got to make sure you push it down. It's pretty sensitive.
Okay. We're gonna want to shut the heat off and head north. I could do that Vmc demo then, or
sure.
I just don't want to shut the heat off yet.
Yeah, it feels too good.
I know. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to work on while I can still have the heat on. Let's see. What else might he throw at me that he want me to do?
I think we've done it all. The only thing out of the ordinary would be the emergency descent, but you know that's pretty easy.
We'll do 140.
The gear extension we already talked about.
Yep. Emergency down there. Alrighty then. Do you want me to shut the heater off or just see if we can keep it going as long as we can?
Yeah, we might as well see what happens because.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start slowing it down and I'll turn to the north here.
It's gonna get cold either way if it.
Alright. Ahead and our blue line, so left out and full power. That engine here, change directional control. Directional control now. Back to the blue line. Good. And power again. Alright, I'm gonna do it one more time here. Up, easy. Airspeed back up, pitch for blue line. Power, that one wasn't clean. There we go. And then bring the power back to the sky. And bring it up. Alright.
And there's one thing that's not required for your check ride. It is for the MEI.
Okay.
It's called the drag demo. Have you read about that at all?
I've heard of it. I haven't read up on it.
You probably would like me to show you it, so let me do it real quick.
Okay, your airplane?
My plane. Basically all it is just doing different configurations and seeing what kind of performance we get out of the airplane. So I'm going to do it on a heading of west and show you holding blue line. I'm going to feather, let's say, our right engine's dead.
Right engine's dead.
And this one's windmilling and we're clean.
Okay.
I'm going to go to blue line and show you what kind of performance we get with it windmilling. And all it is basically is noting what the vertical speed, what the performance we get out of the airplane in different configurations. So holding blue line with the windmilling, we're getting about we're pretty much level. Not much. Okay, so we'll throw some gear down there, and then in order to keep holding blue line, the nose is going to start coming down as we get dirtier. But with the gear down, windmilling prop, we're getting about 400 feet per minute descent. We'll go ahead and throw some flaps in there. I'm just going to do all the flaps to save some time. So in order to hold blue line, now this is the dirtiest we'll ever be. We got gear down, full flaps, a windmilling prop, and I'm really having to push forward.
And you're losing 600 feet a minute.
Yeah, and I'm pushing forward now to hold that blue line. Now let's go ahead and simulate feather on this prop, and that's going to help a little bit. Okay, so still holding blue line.
For 300, so
much better, right? Makes a big difference.
Yeah, it's about 250.
Okay, I'm going to bring the flaps up. I'm just going to bring them all up because it takes some time. Now I'm having to see me accelerate there. I'm going to have to climb back up. Alright. So flaps up, gear down, feather prop. Now we're actually about what we were to begin with just a windmill prop, and then bring the gear up. Go ahead and raise the nose a little bit because that's going to be a little better. And now holding blue line. We should be climbing. Just barely climbing. So that windmill and prop makes the biggest difference. If you pull that back in the windmill, we're going to go ahead and start descending again. So that's what a drag demo is, if you ask. Just showing you what the different configurations are and what kind of performance you get. But the weirdest thing is having to push it forward. So if you had the gear, let's say we lost an engine and we decided for some reason to go around your airplane.
Right.
Decided to go around single engine, we got it all dirty, and we need to hold blue line. You're pushing it down to do it, but at that point you're not going to go around, you're going to land. So okay.
Alright, we want to go in and do some single engine landing?
Yeah, why don't we start with a short field landing.
Okay.
So that one's just going to be don't carry any excess airspeed and normal landing with full flaps. And since the wind's out of the south, we'll just go ahead and land, roll to the end, turn around, we'll do a short field takeoff, and on the short field takeoff, after we get up, I'm going to kill the engine, we'll do a pattern, single engine. And that should pretty much be it, huh?
Okay. Looks like we got some snow coming in.
Yeah. Hopefully it's going for tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, are you taking off somewhere to go somewhere tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I gotta leave by like 11 or 12 tomorrow and fly down to St. Louis and then Eagle, Colorado.
Okay.
Be there all weekend.
Well, that'll be fun, right?
Yeah, get some skiing in.
Hey, Griffith traffic, this is 158 Sierra, Quebec, 4 nautical miles to the south. For left downwind runway 26, Griffith.
We shut it off and back on and see if it works. Probably popped it though.
Probably. Hey, Griffith traffic, this is 158 Sierra, Quebec, left downwind runway 26, Griffith. Yeah, down. Then I go ahead and gear down, 140. And drop. Just Good there.
Alright, so short field landing.
Short field landing. Okay. We'll have full flaps on.
And don't remember this pattern, because this pattern's going to be all jacked up compared to what you should be doing, since we started 1,000 feet high.
Right.
How about some flaps and some nose down and turn here?
Hey Griffith, this is 158 Sierra Quebec, left base, runway 26 Griffith. Hey Griffith traffic, this is 158 Sierra Quebec, turn in base to final runway 26 Griffith.
Full traffic, Dark Hunter 23923. He is turning right crosswind. Full traffic.
Okay, short final. I'll just call out 3 in the green if there is.
Yep, 3 in the green.
Carry a little bit of power so you don't lose that airspeed. Not until you're right here, you pull it out. There. Good.
And we'll do a short field takeoff next, right?
That's right.
Alright. Alright. Good, gauges are good, and we're going to go ahead and bring the power up at 25 to 27. VX in this is 71, but I'm probably going to shoot for more like 75 to give myself a little bit of cushion, and 10 degrees of flaps.
Okay. And then just remember, don't ever rotate before a red line.
No rotating before red line.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Alright, brakes are set. RPM's 27, brakes released. Airspeed's coming alive. 560, we're above red line. Paid off. Oh, I missed my speed there.
Yeah,
Okay,
you just gotta be
above
aggressive.
the 50-foot obstacle. Lower the nose back down. And flaps coming up. And we're out of usable, so gears up. You gotta really pull that nose back.
Yeah,
Right
I don't think he'll be mad about that one. It's pretty crazy, and it seems sort of dangerous. You know, you lose that engine as you're doing that.
I mean, it's like, I had it pulled up pretty good. I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that one.
Okay. Up back. And Alright, forward, forward, forward. And we're going to go ahead and identify, and it's the right foot, dead engine, dead foot, dead engine. And I'm going to go ahead and feather it.
You're going to verify first, right?
Verify, so pull it back, verified it.
There you go.
And feather.
Okay, let me get your feather. And then you're going to say, feather the right prop. And then he'll feather it for you, okay? But you make sure you got to go through all the steps. You gotta make sure.
How long are you guys gonna be up?
Yeah, well, last landing here. So make sure you hit all those steps. You know, obviously you're not gonna. You know it's the right engine. You know it. You see it.
Right.
Well, who cares? But that's not the step. The step is verifying it.
Right.
All right. So we did all that. We could probably. I would maybe pull back to about 25 squared on the good prop.
Okay.
But maybe not. Maybe at least pull the power back a little bit if you don't need it. If you do need it, who cares? Whatever. So that's something to consider. And let's really crank it in here so we don't go into Gary's airspace.
Alrighty.
So, man, you really need to, tonight, go through these steps. You don't know them well enough, I feel like. You should know them cold without thinking about it. You shouldn't have to think about it as much as you are. So it's chair fly, chair fly, chair fly, chair fly, chair fly. Go through it 1,000 times so you can say it enough to where you're not going to make any mistakes or think about it for too long.
Alright. Griffith traffic, it's 158 here, Quebec left down 1 runway 8, Griffith. Go ahead and gear in, yes on, carriage, mixture props, and switch it.
A little early, man, with one engine.
What's that?
With one engine, no way you put that gear down that early. I would wait at least midfield downwind the same time you would do it any time, okay? What if it was a hot day out? We might be descending this whole time after we put the gear down, right?
I'm not getting the 3 green yet.
Alright, good. Put the gear handle up.
Okay.
Put it back down.
Put it down now?
Yeah. I pulled the breaker. You did a GUMPS check, you said undercarriage, you didn't see 3 green. Don't ever say undercarriage 3 green if there's not 3 green, right?
Right. And Griffith, this is 158 Sierra Quebec, turn and base runway 8, Griffith. Clear on the right. Yep. And Griffith, this is 158 Sierra Quebec, final runway 8, Griffith. And I gotta remember not to feather that.
I'm going to bring us back just a little bit. We got 3 green, right?
Yes, 3 green.
Let's call it when we get on final.
Alright, 3 green on final every.
Keep the nose straight.
Yep.
Nice. I'll bring this back, but that's something to consider as you land with a single engine here. It's not going to want to slow down on you.
Right.
Alright, that was good. I don't know if I'd use 20 degrees flaps. If If you were coming in single engine, there's very little chance of you going around. You're pretty much committed. You're gonna come in and land in one of these.
I felt a little high there, so I put in the 20, but probably should have just left it at 10. We still had runway left, but
yeah, some power would have helped you with, but that was good. Nice landing. How was your whirl coming along? Self-study.
Good.
Got all the factors of VMC figured out?
Yeah, I wrote them out like 12 times last night. I gotta write them out again. Once in a while, I just forget one. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like I have the acronym, and then you'll sit in there and you like go through them all, and then
as soon as you see it, you're like, I knew that one.
Exactly. Then I go through. So I want to be able to just write it out and not have any that I have to go, okay, what was that? So that down, and then
let's see, V-speed, you got all those down?
Yeah, I've got most all of them down.
Weights,
some of them.
limitations. Can we slip this airplane? Do a forward slip?
I don't believe so, but I'd have to check it and make sure with the,
That's something you should know. The only reason I noticed because I saw it today.
Okay. Do not take off with fuel gauge. Maximum slip duration. Oh, so you can slip it.
Yeah.
Just not over 30 seconds. I don't remember reading that in the book. I'm sure I read the whole POH or whatever, but
it'd be nice if you could just read it once and know everything it says.
yeah, I know. If I could just read everything and then have it memorized. Like some people do that. My dad's that way. So
really?
Annoying. He'll just read through the book once and then he'll go take a test on it.
That's crazy.
Scores in the 90s every time.
That's awesome.
Not me. I have to go over it over and over and over and over. But I get it. Alright. Brake set. Off. 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 Colors. RPM. 1000. Cut. That off.